All right, what's up, guys? This is Joey and Logan. I'm Logan. This is Joey, and today we have Tayland Humphrey, 6'6" from 6'6", 345 from Spring, Texas. He was ranked the 30th overall player in the state of Texas back in high school. He went the JUCO route. Went to Hudson Community College where he appeared in 22 games, recorded 62 tackles, 12.5 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks. 2018, he went to FIU. He started in 8 games, played in 12. And his last 3 seasons, he went to University of Louisiana, redshirt in 2019, but recorded a total of 63 tackles, 3 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble. Not to mention, he was an honorable mention for all Sun Belt Conference honors in 2020. So thank you for joining us, Taylor. It means a lot to us.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
All right. We're just going to ask you a few questions here. You can answer to the best of your ability. We don't care. So the first question I'm going to ask you is we're going to talk about the JUCO route. You were a JUCO bandit. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience and how it benefited you?
It benefited me a lot. You know, coming out of high school, only 2 colleges that looked at me was Oklahoma and Alabama, and they both passed on me because of my grades. So I knew I was going to have to go the JUCO route. And when I got there, I knew, first day there, it was going to be kind of different because, I had to share a room, share a restroom with about like 30 other dudes. Yeah. And it was just crazy. And I feel like my junior college really made me today. And one of the big helps was Thaddeus Brown. He was a coach there. And he just he took me under his wing. Never, I graduated high school. I went there a week later and stayed in his basement.
Oh, wow.
And I went there, I was 390 and I lost 40 pounds. And I played all the way, got to the season, made All-American my first season, first team, and it just took off ever since. And then, after my first season is when I had got a lot of offers. I got everything out of the SEC. I felt like I got everything out of my bad. I got everything out of I had the whole SEC. I had some of the Big 12 and a couple of the Group of 5 schools. But overall, I feel like JUCO is what made me today, and how the drive and all the effort comes from.
100%. Hard work.
I like that.
Pays off.
So last year, or this year, you could say, you guys finished with a 13-1 record at Louisiana. You guys won the New Orleans Bowl with Billy Napier. Now he's got the job down in Florida. Everyone's craving about him. He's like this next big thing. But how has he prepared you for getting to the next level?
Just by being a professional. Coach Nape, he's not really a get on your butt type of coach, but he's more he expects a lot out of you. It's when he was at Louisiana, he basically put all the pressure on us. He'd set up the game plan and everything and be like, okay, if we lose, we can't lose. He expected, his expectation for me was so high that if I messed up, he'd be disappointed in me, and I'd just strive for that not to happen. So he always held certain players and everybody really to a high standard. And just if we bought in, I knew I told myself if I bought in, something good was gonna come out of it, and it did. So really the only thing with him is just buying in and going 110%.
Makes sense.
Cool. All right. Next question I got for you here is who would you say your role model is over these past years? I mean, you talked about that one guy that took you under his wing in JUCO, but would you say he's your role model, or would you say someone else is?
I'd say my mom would be my role model because growing up, high school, I didn't really have much. I took care of my little brothers and my little sisters because my mom, she used to wake up at 3:30 in the morning and be at hers because she used to drive a house to house, a nurse for old people. And it was just kind of, she'd be at her first stop at 4:30 in the morning and not get home till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So like by the time she got home, the homework, all the kids had their homework done. I'd have dinner ready, and she'd have her dinner waiting on her. So it was just that drive, and she never quit. She never was like woke up and was like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna go to work. I don't feel like going to work," or none of that. She always just get up, never complained, and always went to work. So I feel like I got to do the same thing, and I feel like I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
That's love. That's love.
All right. So you just at the Shrine Bowl. I've been watching the practice tape. I think I was watching like the day one practice. I was like, man, that is a big boy. Like he's wrecking up these guards out there. But you're ultimately competing with these other guys who have the same goal, which is to improve your draft stock. So how was that experience, and what did you take from it?
It was a good experience. I felt like to myself, it was just like to prove a point to myself that I could do it against higher competition. I ain't gonna lie, Sunbelt, it was some competition, but it was like mostly like, it was easy most games. But I felt like to myself, I'd had to prove myself that I could do it against higher competition. And I felt like that experience really like helped me out and gave me a lot of confidence
Yeah,
in going into this draft.
Mhm. All
that
right.
makes sense.
All right, these next two we got for you are from our small Twitter fan base here. But shout out Dean. This one's gonna be from him. Is there any NFL player that you like to model your game after?
I'd say Vita Vea
Okay.
and Ndamukong Suh. There's really the two dudes I pay attention to because I've been watching Ndamukong Suh ever since I was like 5, 6 years old. So he's been a beast ever since.
Familiar with that. Familiar with that.
He also has another question, but he says every snap is a battle in the trenches, and there's no doubt that one techs love the game. Can you explain the physicality of being a one tech?
It's a very selfless position, I feel like, because you taking up double teams and holding double teams, holding the center, holding the guard so the linebacker can climb over top. It's very, very tough. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably like 1,000. But I feel like if you got a good nose tackle on the inside, a good defense starts from inside out to me. So I feel like being like a tough nose one tech is like one of the hardest jobs out there.
Yeah, because you're not going to compile all those stats. You're there to just take up those double teams, open it up a little bit for the defense.
Yeah, and hold the hole for the linebackers to run through.
All right. Next question here. I know you might not be able to answer this, but if you had one NFL team to go to in this next NFL draft, who would that be?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Chiefs?
Yeah.
I'd say the Chiefs or probably the Dolphins. Most likely, I hope the Dolphins. Because I like the
I'm a Dolphins guy. So.
Because I like the weather and everything down here.
Yeah, got you with that. That makes sense. Makes sense.
So say the Chiefs or Dolphins take you. What kind of player are they getting?
A beast, a day one starter. Like I told in the interviews, I feel like I'm a day one starter and I could come and make a huge impact wherever I go.
I love that.
All right. We got to know, what's the pregame routine for Tayland Humphrey?
Really? I don't really got a real pregame routine, though. Rolling out, stretching, and doing calf raises and get offs, really. But really, it's just like listening to my music and honing in on the moment and being ready for the moment.
Do you listen to any specific artist or?
I gotta bang that ESTG.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So what do you believe separates you as a product from the other interior D linemen in this year's draft?
I just feel like my explosiveness and my willingness to not get moved off the line. Like I take a lot of pride in not getting pushed back and holding that double and, being in the backfield every play, resetting the line of scrimmage every play.
All right. We've talked a lot about, you on the field, but you have any hobbies off the field you like to, do?
Oh hell yeah! I like going. I like animals. That's what people really don't know about me. I like animals. I like going to the zoo, the aquarium. I like to go. I like to go fishing. I like to, just be outdoors, walk around. Get some fresh air. Go to the beach, walk around, see. I like to see things.
That's
Respect.
dope.
What's your favorite animal? You don't mind me asking.
I say a silverback gorilla.
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that.
All right. So that's really all we got for you today, Taylor. But is there anything you want to say before we wrap this up?
Man, just know that, man, it's been a long time, and I'm just ready to get to work.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
We're excited to watch you, man.
Yeah. So thank you for everything. You got your two biggest fans right here. I'm gonna wish you good luck with everything.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I know we locked in, baby.
Let's go. But yeah, thank you.
All right, no problem.